JTM.
I need to do like a speech craft or something
Oh, okay,
and
perfect.
finish my second level, even though I'm like on level 5 on one of them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bhinneka and Toastmasters Club. My name is Natalie. I'm your acting SAA. Before we start our meeting, before I give the virtual stage to our club president, I would like to invite you all to watch the housekeeping videos. Thank you. And now please welcome our club president, Toastmaster Benjamin Whitaker.
Oh, right. Welcome, everybody. And again, welcome everyone that is here to actually from different places from all over to help out, right? It's the best part, especially with myself having to work on Sundays for the time being. It's nice to have people from all over Indonesia and the rest of the world, Australia, Malaysia, wherever else to kind of help out. That's the best part. And one of the aspects, just to kind of give you little ideas, when I teach online, I teach to adults in Japan, Korea, China, Saudi Arabia, or Brazil. And a lot of them always ask me, I don't live around like other English speakers in my neighborhood. And the fun part is when I have my students from Japan, I'm like, what city do you live in? And it's like, they say Tokyo. It's like, well, check this out. There's a Japanese Toastmasters club in Tokyo and whatever, right? And there's stuff in Saudi Arabia. There's Toastmasters in Korea, Taiwan, China, all over. And I kind of point them all in these directions because, again, the idea of that coming together, networking, and being able to build your confidence. This is what we do here. And the whole purpose of Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club was when we started it was during the pandemic. We wanted to bring people from all over Indonesia and the rest of the world together in one spot, especially if you didn't have a Toastmasters club near you, and the fact that we couldn't even go to one. So that's what we're here for. And of course, Bhinneka's motto is ABC, appreciate our club members, build each other up, and celebrate our successes. And, speaking of that, one of our like visiting Toastmasters that comes in all the time to help out. Guayam, as we just mentioned, if you just joined us, recently earned his DTM. So there it is. Humble brag is what we like to do. It's cool. If you're new to Toastmasters, this is something that, several people in this room have it. But with any kind of thing, you want to be able to be working towards a goal, right? Because if you don't work towards a goal, sometimes kind of get burnt out. And by networking and using your mentor and reaching for something, and if you're in Toastmasters long enough, most of the time, you're just going to stumble into it. Like you're just going to fall and it's going to be there because you're going to get opportunities to do things or ask people to help you. And so that's what Toastmasters is all about. And of course, I can't stay this whole entire time. So I did want to make sure, like just as a native English speaker here, that I looked at the word of the day. And it's actually a positive word. And again, the grammarian will talk about it. The Toastmaster of the day will talk about it as well. But amicable, hard word to pronounce, even for a native speaker, is usually used in a negative context, right? It's a positive word, but usually used in a negative reference, where like if you break up with your spouse or partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, and you say it's an amicable breakup, which means you guys decided together peacefully that we should not be together anymore. Negative. And here's the secret. One side did not want to break up, but when you do it amicably, it's easier. But it's usually used in a negative context. Not very much is it used positively. So it's kind of a funny thing if you didn't know that. All right. So I want to introduce our Toastmaster of this meeting, which is none other than the DTM herself, and probably a member of 3,700 clubs, I think, around that roundabout, give or take. She's everywhere. Fun fact, during the pandemic, especially when I met Alicia, I would go in the morning to a club in Hawaii randomly, and she was just there. And then, other countries. And it's like, what are you doing? So, she's super positive about this. Alicia, Curtis, take it away.
Thank you, my fellow native English speaker from the USA, but now living full-time in Indonesia, or Indonesia, as we should say. Welcome, everyone. I really love the theme of the day. Who on earth came up with the theme of the day? Natalie, Chahiati, did you come up with the theme of the day? Put your hand up. Guilty. Please put the hand up if you are guilty in this. Whoever is guilty, you have just made me really happy, because the theme of the day is matters of the heart. You know what matters the most for me in my little heart? Food, junk food, American fast food, pizza. We all know about pizza with me, but I also love another thing in this wonderful experience of our online meeting. Yell out another food I like to eat, my friends from Indonesia and abroad.
Macus.
Yes, exactly. Got to have the Maccas. There it is. McDonald's as well. Matters of the heart attack. Yeah. I'm actually surprised I haven't needed, a ventilator and all the other stuff as well. Yep. Here it is. And this is where we're at. I want us to go around quickly because there's not a lot of us here tonight or today, wherever you may be. I'm going to pick 3 people very quickly and ask them, what matters the most? Is it McDonald's? Is it KFC? Is it Pizza Hut? Or is it loved ones? Intan, if you could say in less than 10 seconds, what matters the most to you? What's the matter of your heart today?
Food.
Food! Yay! Okay, another person who likes McDonald's, KFC, and Pizza Hut. Yay! All right, we're going to go to another person. We're going to go to Apri. What matters to you the most, sir? Apri.
Good food, good life.
Yep, good food, good life.
Good
Everyone's
food, good
saying
life.
food. Okay.
KFC.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what Ender says. What matters the most to you today? If you want to unmute yourself and tell us what matters the most to you.
Yeah. I love stay at home in the Sunday. That's something that's really nice for me instead of go to McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right. So food doesn't matter to her today, and McDonald's doesn't matter. Well, that's okay, because McDonald's didn't happen for me today, my friends. It didn't happen. I did something else. But another thing that really matters for me as well, finding love. Finding love here, but I can't find the love. Yes. Yes, Intan, he is good looking, isn't he? Exactly what we're looking for. Or we can find love with the goose as well, the Canadian goose. Or we can find love with a very cute looking, I'm just looking at my lovely pictures, a frog. That's why I asked about the frog before. Anyway, we're going to continue on our lovely journey. We have a lot of people here today. Well, not really a lot of people, but we do have quite a few people who are guests who are coming from other clubs, because I know that a lot of people dropped off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce our volunteered, not voluntold, not volunteered, volunteered general evaluator. He's welcome to the club. There's only 3 of us here in this awesome little club, the Distinguished Toastmaster Club, yours truly, Natalie Chahyadi, and of course, Mr. Abdul Qayyum. Mr. Qayyum, could you please tell us your role and introduce your role players? All the names are on the screen with the role players, thankfully.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam
you.
Toastmasters. My friend, as a general evaluator, as a matter of fact, checking our heart is one thing that I will do here today. I need you to be happy. I need you all to be in check and positive vibe, like how Alicia today. Perhaps not a McDonald's could make you happy. Everything that you want, everything that you may think today probably can make you happy otherwise. So as the general evaluator for today, I will be the person who evaluate the meeting from the beginning, from we say hello to everybody, and until the part where I am called upon to do so to give my evaluation, which is later during the session itself. I am not going to work alone. I have a team that's going to do it with me here today. First of all, I would like to invite my fellow timer, Mr. Rolex Toastmasters Apri, to explain his role as a timer today. With that, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Qayyum. It's been a long time not to see you. You already did the end, right? Congratulations. Okay, so my job for today is a timer. So basically, my job is to track the time for each speaker, evaluator, and also double topic participant. And today we have 2 prepared speaker. And also, and to help you to track the time, I have a warning signal from green, yellow, and red. Now I will start. I start with green. Green backgrounds for the speaker 1 will start at minute 5, and for the speaker 2 start at minute 18. And for the double topic, participants start at minute 1, and for the evaluator start at minute 2. Then after that, I have yellow background. And yellow background for the prepared speaker 1 will start at minute 6, and for the prepared speaker 2 start at minute 20, and for the double topic participant start at 1 minute 30 seconds, and for the evaluator start at 2 minutes 30 seconds. And then after the yellow background, I will turn on the red background. The red background for the speaker 1 start at minute 7, and for the speaker 2 start at minute 22. And for the double topic participant start at minute 2, and for the evaluator start at minute 3. So please pay attention for the red background, because after the red background turn on, you only have 30 seconds left before you get disqualified. And if you get disqualified, that means you'll not be able to vote. So I think that's all for my introduction as a timer, and I will give control back to RCE.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timer. To answer the questions, what's the thing that mattered in my heart recently? All right, recently. The second, I would say, the first one, probably everyone would agree, is our partners, right? That's the first one. The second one for me recently is my hair. All right, my hair. So if you guys see any of my photos being taken by a lot of people that are coming to meet me to celebrate my Distinguished Toastmasters Award, I will always wear hat. And why am I not wearing one here today? Because I'm always insecure my hair went out with the public. I know, man, I know, I know. But if you embrace it, it's good, you know, it's good. But for me, I'm still insecure about it. So to ensure that we're not going to be more insecure or more shy about it, I would like to invite one of the role takers that going to call up our what we call the repetitions for the unuseful sentences. Our counter for today, Toastmaster Sunny. Toastmaster Sunny, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Abdul. Hello, everyone. I'm Sunny. So for today, I will be the counter. Since this is the first time I take this role, I really need the guidance actually. But for today, I will be the counter. It means that I will be, I will observe and identify the repetition and also some of the fillers or adjunct that the speaker use here. That's all. Thank you.
Fantastic, Toastmaster Sunny. As a first timer, your explanation is well done. So let us help you out through the meeting. What kind of repetitions that we're looking for actually. Last but not least, I would like to invite our grammarian, Toastmaster Intan, to explain her role at the same time as well to explain the word of the day for today. Amicable is true. What our Mr. President say is a hard word to use in the session or in any situations that we have. With that, Madam Grammarian, help us out. Over to you.
Thank you, GE. BTM Abdul Qayyum. Wow, congratulations. Well, hope we can reach that stage too. I hope so. But I don't think it's possible for me. Well, today I would like to serve as a grammarian, and it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers and listening carefully to all the language used. And I will take notes of improper usage of language, as well as your outstanding words, quotes, saying or thought. And as mentioned by our DTM, our GE today, that I will introduce the word of the day. Well, for today's meeting is amicable. I don't think it's right pronunciation. Yeah. And as already explained by our president, that it has not really good meaning related to an agreement or decision without people arguing or people being unpleasant. So for example, like, oh yeah, amicable law. And just the example, like an amicable breakup, eventually we reach amicable settlement. I hope all of the speaker will use the word of the day for today's meeting. And in the end of the meeting, I would give the report when called upon during the meeting. Back to you, Madam. Master G.
Well, that's another thing to laugh at today. Suddenly a sir become a madam, and no problem with that. We all get along together. And to check the agenda, checking on the agenda, we also have our ballot counter. So with that, I would like to invite our Madam Ballot Counter, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie, to explain the role. With that, over to you.
Thank you, RGE. DTM Abdul Qayyum. Wow, it rolls down my tongue. So I'm your forever ballot counter, Natalie, and my role is, as usual, to count your ballots. So at the end of the third session, after the evaluation session, I will launch the poll. You can vote for your favorite prepared speech speakers, table topic speakers, and also speech evaluators. And at the end of the meeting, we will announce the winner. P.S. You can vote for yourself. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Natalie, for the explanation. So let us welcome actually one of the newcomer here today, Toastmaster Tika, if I'm not mistaken, Toastmaster Tika in the room with all of us. So let's enjoy the meeting. You are not turning on your camera, so that should be fine as well in the first place. Now, I would like to give the session back to Madam Toastmasters to conduct our first session. With that, over to you, Alicia.
Thank you, Madam Qayyum. Since you've had a sex change in the last couple of minutes, that's all good. I reckon you should be proud of your hair. I don't understand. I've got to say something. I've got to make a comment. You remind me of a K-pop singer. And you know what? I wouldn't be upset about that because BTS is very, very popular. I have to hear it every single night in Korea. If it's not BTS, it's one of the other K-pops. So I say love it and make it a matter of the heart. It is who you are. And be the K-pop singer within, Madam Kayum. That could be your new stage name, your new K-pop name. Madam Kayum. All right. I think everyone's like, oh my gosh, really? Yes, really. I don't hold back. I will make comments and all that. So let's make sure that we go on this non-amicable, and I'll just pronounce it for everyone, amicable. Let's unmute ourselves so that we can all understand this. Amicable.
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 Okay, cool. All right, that's how you pronounce it, amicable. So if you want to use the word of the day, Intan, please make sure that you count that because I really don't want to go on his amicable journey. Thank you. I've done it 4 times now. Thank you. Because otherwise it's going to be amicable anyway. Okay, that's number 5. Let's get into my favorite part of any Toastmasters meeting. Are we excited about speeches tonight? Come on. Rev yourselves up. Get excited.
Let's go.
Yes. All right. 3, 2, 1. Matters of the heart. Forget the matters of the heart. We are now going on the journey. It's like, you know, driving a racing car and like we're ready to go. It's like, like that type of thing. Yes. We are now going into the lane. We're going into the speedway and we're going on a journey and we are going to go Formula 1, 300 kilometers per hour. Well, not really 300 kilometers per hour, but we are going to go on a journey with 2 speeches tonight. Our first speaker will be Natalie Chahiari. I will be evaluating Natalie. Natalie is delivering from level 5 in engaging humor, and she'll be delivering from the project 1, which is the compulsory project, and that is prepare to speak professionally. So just a bit of a description for this. And APRI, it's 18 to 22 minutes. So green on 18, yellow on 20, and red on 22. It is to prepare effective evaluation to prepare for speechcraft. Natalie will be trying to undertake this particular speech, which she'll be delivering in a club in Vietnam in the next couple of weeks. So she's checking for us to look for an audience that is a non-Toastmasters audience or very new Toastmasters, beginner Toastmasters. So please welcome all the way from Bali, Indonesia, not on the other side of the world like yours truly, Natalie Chahiari with effective evaluation, preparing to speak professionally through the evaluation and feedback. So effective evaluation, prepare to speak professionally through effective evaluation. Please welcome Natalie Chahiari.
Thank you, Madam Toastmasters of the meeting. Distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Curtis for that wonderful introduction, and welcome everyone to the Speechcraft Next Gen Vietnam Speakers Speechcraft series. This is your 3rd week in the Speechcraft series, and today we're going to learn more about effective evaluation. How many of you feel really troubled when you were asking to give feedback? Yep, you can raise your hand or you can give some reaction, you can type on the chat. I was like you too. I always felt like, oh my gosh, should I say it right away or should I sugarcoat it? But what should I say? So I had this thought running through my head many, many years ago before joining Toastmasters. And after joining Toastmasters, I learned how important feedback is and how to deliver a good evaluation. So today we're going to learn 1 or 2 things, very basic, about evaluation so that you can answer at least these 2 questions. Why do we need to receive an evaluation? So that we all can grow. And how can we give better evaluation? And the answer will be found after you listen to the next 20 minutes of this presentation. So in today's session, we're going to look at the three part. The first one, I'm going to share with you the mindset of what evaluation is and what kind of attitudes should we take on when we evaluate someone. And the second one is the mechanics. It's about the structure, the content. What should we share with people when we evaluate someone? And the last one is the application. The application is how can we implement what we know and we put it into practice. I will share with you one particular method that I found useful, and you can also directly apply it after listening to this presentation, because I know after this presentation, you will have a session where you can practice your evaluation. So let's start with the mindset. Evaluation, just like one of my good friends in Toastmasters said, she is also one of the evaluation master, Alicia Curtis. She said evaluation is a gift from the evaluator to the speaker. And I totally agree with that. I remember when I first joined Toastmasters, it was in 2013 in my last semester in uni. My first speech was totally flat. I just told the audience about my childhood in Bali, and I delivered it in front of a lectern. I just read the entire notes that I handwritten on a piece of paper, and literally everything was flat. My vocal tone is flat, my expression was flat, the paper itself was also flat. So everything was like really not entertaining at all. I didn't think that it was good. But the evaluator said, wow, what an excellent way to step up and deliver your first speech. And I thought, was it really excellent? Maybe I had something. Maybe I do have something in this. So I forgot exactly what he said after that. But one thing I still remember is the confidence that it gave me. So after that, I realized that when you evaluate someone, you can also impart confidence to the speaker. So I believe evaluation is a gift from evaluator to the speaker. And as I progress in Toastmasters, it's my 11 or 12 years now in Toastmasters, I also believe that when you evaluate someone, as an evaluator, your skill will also improve. You will improve your speaking skill, you will improve your listening skill, you will improve your analytical skill. So many different skills got enhanced when you evaluate someone. So evaluation is a gift that keeps giving for both the receiver and also the giver. So when I evaluate, I always put this in mind. I help you. It's an acronym, and I promise you, it's a good acronym. So the H is I help you as the speaker improve. So the mindset that we should take on is I'm going to help you improve. The emphasis should be on the speaker. The spotlight should be on the speaker, not us as the evaluator. Number 2, the E is encourage speaker to do the next speech. When I received that first evaluation, I felt motivated to do my next speech because this evaluator imparted confidence to me. So that is the kind of attitude we should adopt when we evaluate someone. We want to help them to be encouraged to do their next speech. The L1 is to lift the speaker's self-esteem. I believe the power of words, and when we're able to deliver something that's positive, encouraging, but on point, we're able to lift the speaker's self-esteem because we help them to be aware of what they're good at, what they can improve on. And in the long term, it will also improve their confidence. And the last, the P is provide useful recommendations. If we only give them all the good things without telling them something important, they will never learn. So to improve, recommendation is crucial. And when you give recommendation, useful here means that on point and practical. So make sure that when you want to offer some recommendation, think about one specific or simple thing that they can do right away in their next speech, be it, the eye contact or whatever, that will continue discussing in the next section. Before that, I would like to ask every one of you to answer this. Which one do you think is advice and which one do you think is feedback? Because I want all of us to be on the same page before we move on. You can write in the chat box or you can unmute yourself. Which one is feedback in your opinion? Let me ask Tika, can you say something? If not, I'll ask Sunny because Sunny is one of the newest member. So Sunny, which one do you think is the feedback among the 6 sentences or statements? You can unmute.
I can say that it's don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous is a feedback. Okay, what else?
Oh, sorry. No. Wait. I think it's you need to raise your volume. You need to improve your eye contact. I saw that you are not that one. I think the two, you need to raise your volume and you need to improve your eye contact.
Those are feedbacks. Cool. Enda?
In my opinion, feedback is number 3. I saw that you were averting your eyes from the audience, and I noticed that your body swayed during your speech.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So-
a feedback, and the rest is advice. And I had trouble hearing you, and the rest is advice. Like you need to raise your welcome, you need to improve your eye contact, and don't be nervous. That's advice, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Enda. So we had 2 different opinions, but it's okay. Now let's check it out. So I have color-coded it. The advice is on red and the feedback is on blue. What is the difference between advice and feedback? The difference is when you're giving advice, you're giving it from the you perspective. I call it you perspective. You need to do this. You need to do that. Don't do that. Do this instead. But when you're giving feedback, you're giving it from the I perspective. I saw that. I noticed that. I had trouble hearing you. I felt that. Feedback is more objective because you're trying to distance yourself from the speaker that you're evaluating by giving them a more objective observation instead of opinion. So when you're thinking about advice or feedback, just think that feedback is mainly observation-based, not opinion-based. So when you say, I saw that something, you have trying to state the observation first before you're proposing a suggestion or recommendation. And generally, this works really well because people feel like you're looking at something objectively and not just infusing your own opinion to it. Okay, now that we have already understood the mindset, we're moving on to the mechanics, the content. I will only share one evaluation structure that we mainly use in Toastmaster, and we call it sandwich method. So as a sandwich, imagine it's a sandwich, and I know that this is a dinner time for you, so I hope you had your dinner already or your sandwich already. Open with something soft. The bread on top of the sandwich is soft, and then the meat in the middle is usually nutritious, full of something that can give you energy, right? And the meat on the bottom is also soft. Please do not go in detail by saying, oh, how about if it's baguette? Or how about if it's like this French bread? I'm just going to show you the sandwich on the screen. So our focus should be there. Which means that when you open your evaluation, you open with something positive. And when you end it, you also end it with something encouraging and uplifting. In the middle is the teaching point where you share your observation, your recommendation, anything that can help the speaker improve on their next speeches. So basically, positive, recommendations, constructive criticism, and encouraging or uplifting ending. Before I tell you what to say, or before I share with you what to say or how to observe in evaluation, let's look at 3 things that you need to avoid in evaluation. Number 1 is whitewashing. What is whitewashing? Whitewashing is overpraising speaker with things like, oh my gosh, that's such a perfect speech. I don't have any recommendations. Oh, wow, you are a world championship speaker. Unless he is a world championship, that could be exaggerated. And sometimes when the speech itself was not that excellent or up to par, the speaker can also felt that, oh, I don't deserve this. So please avoid whitewashing and share evaluation based on observation plus recommendation. Next is shopping list evaluation. Focus not on quantity, but quality. I know many of, especially ladies, would love to have a lot of stuff. Like when we shop, we want to have different stuff on our carts before we check out. But in evaluation, we need to focus on quality. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, Toastmaster Jennison, you have such an excellent eye contact and the body language is amazing and the vocal variety is also great. Instead of saying that, focus on like one thing. Toastmaster Jennison, I noticed that you had an excellent body language from the way you use your eye contact to engage with the audience to the way you use gestures to illustrate your points. Everything works in sync with your message. That's it. One thing. It's better to go deeper than to go wider. Last but not least, negating words. You need to use words that are positive and non-negating. Avoid the use of but or however. Remember pizza? When you make a pizza, you make the dough, and when you make the dough, you put it up and you pull it back down. Negating word is kind of like that. So when you're trying to build something, when you use negating word, you're bringing it back down. Toastmaster Sunny, it was such an excellent presentation, but I wish that you will use a better presentation software. Toastmaster Enda, wow, you had such an excellent body language, but your movement was too distracting. But, however, is the red flag that you need to avoid. Just like when you're avoiding certain red flags in relationship, these are the red flags that you want to avoid in evaluation. Next, what should I look for in the speech? I make another acronym, COD, relax for all the online shopper. This is not cast on delivery, but it's content, organization, and delivery. So I split it into 3 different parts. It's easier to remember and categorize when you're looking at a speaker. So let's dive deep into the first one, content. There are several things here. Let me just go through it at one go. So the first one that you need to look at is, what is the purpose of the speech? Is it to inform you about something? Is it to inspire you? That makes you feel touched, feel motivated? Is it to entertain you so you laugh? Or is it to persuade you to do something? So try to understand when you listen to a speech, which one this speech falls into. Oh, Sunny is trying to tell me about the importance of being a teacher. Or, oh, Sunny is trying to tell me, Sunny is trying to inspire me to be a teacher. So there's a distinct differences between just to inform me the importance of teacher or to inspire me to be a teacher. So when you listen to a speech, try to find out what is the purpose. And second one is the message. Is there a message and is it clearly understood? The easiest way for me to explain the message is that when you read a story, there's always a lesson at the end. Whatever it is, Red Riding Hood, Pinocchio, Beauty and the Beast, any kind of stories that you read, there's always a lesson, a moral of the story at the end. Message in a speech or a presentation is similar to that. After you listen to it, what is one thing that you take away from that speech? That is the message. And is it clearly understood? Or even after you listen to that for like 15 minutes, you still hasn't got what the speaker is trying to say. So that is the message. Message is very important because without clear message, there's also usually there is no clarity in audience mind. So if the message is clear, the audience will totally get what the speaker is trying to say and vice versa. Next, the topic. Is it relatable? Is it suitable for the audience? Suitable topic helps to make better engagement with the audience because the audience felt related to the topic. Make sure also to understand your audience when you're choosing a topic. For example, if you're trying to say accounting one-on-one as like the speech title and you're speaking it in front of the, let's say, technical background people, that might not be a suitable topic because, yeah, number one, they don't have prior knowledge. Number two, they had no interest. So try to find a suitable topic. And after that, story. Is there a story? Does it illustrate the message? Story is the best way to simplify complex concept and also to illustrate your message. So when you're trying to deliver a speech or when you're trying to share something, story is a powerful tool that you can definitely utilize. Think about when they're giving a presentation. Even if the presentation is quite technical, you can always include a story. When I opened my presentation today in the first part, I use a story when I first got my first evaluation. Something like that is not long. It's quite simple. It's your personal story, but people can see how it illustrates the point you're trying to make. And last, words. Do the chosen words make the speech alive? This is quite technical, so you don't really need to pay attention to this in the beginning. Just focus more on the purpose, message, topic, or story. Next, we go to the organization. There are 5 parts also. Structure. Can you understand the speech? This is very crucial. If you don't understand the speech, maybe there's a problem with the structure. Maybe the speech is not structured in a coherent way that the audience cannot follow. There are several ways to structure a speech. It can be following a certain timeline. It can be reason and also implication. It can also be like a chronological order or there are like storytelling. There are many ways to structure a speech. So the reason why structure is important because it's the pillar of the presentation. If the structure is not there, then this presentation will not be able to hold. Transition. Does the transition between ideas smooth? Meaning that after you're saying, okay, I'm going to the beach, the next part is not, okay, now I'm going to the mountain, but it's actually closely related to the previous part. Opening, does it capture your attention? A research shows that if you're able to capture your audience attention in the first 10 to 15 seconds, you have them at the palm of your hands. So make sure that when the opening is strong, it helps retain the audience attention and then they can move together with you. Body, what are the main points? Can you remember? Or what are the main stories? Can you remember? If you cannot remember or you feel like it's quite disintegrated, then maybe something is wrong. And closing, does it leave a lasting impact on you? One person said that the last thing you heard is the thing that lasts on your mind. So make sure it lasts in your mind. Delivery. I'm not gonna explain in detail, but basically look at the body language. The speaker effectively use their eye contact, their movement, their facial expression, and gestures to deliver their message. Vocal variety. Do the speaker effectively use their pacing, power, pitch, and pause? It means that the speed of the speeches, the volume of the speaker, the dynamic of the vocal of the speaker, and also the pauses. The manner, does the speaker look confident or professional or enthusiastic? And stage, does the speaker have a good stage awareness, both online or offline? You can tell whether the presentation will be successful or not, even before the speaker say anything. Just from the way they walk, you can already have a vibe of what the presentation is all about. So that's part of it. Next is the application. It's the idea method. Wow, it's already red. Okay, I'm gonna be overtime, but yeah, that's fine. Idea method. Identify and define areas for improvement, define strategies to reach the goals, establish a timeline to measure success, and always follow up. It's a little bit hard to imagine, so let me put it into practice. For example, the problem that the speaker had was eye contact. So number one, identify and define area for improvement. The I sounds like, Susie, I noticed that you were averting your eyes from the audience. D, define strategies or solution. One technique I have tried is to think of the room as individuals instead of one group and look at each person for a few seconds before moving on to the next person. E, establish timeline. On your next speech, maybe you can try that technique. And on the next meeting, always follow up. This is especially for a Toastmasters club. Hi, Susie. I noticed during your speech today, you really made an effort to look at me and the other members. Well done. So that's an application example of idea method. If you cannot do the E or A, don't worry about it. Just do the I and D. Identify the point of improvement based on your observation and define strategies. I'm going to skip this for now. And I'm going to summarize it with this. When I evaluate, each speech is a building block for your speaking skill. So make sure you evaluate based on project objective. After that, don't forget to listen with open mind and no bias. When you evaluate, you're evaluating the speech, not the person. So whether you agree or not, keep it for yourself and just evaluate the speech. And last but not least, very important, use the I language that differentiate between advice and feedback. I saw, I felt, I heard, I noticed, I observed. And let me close with this. From Toastmasters founder, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. No Toastmasters Club is fulfilling its obligation to its members unless it brings them the maximum of training in the art of constructive criticism. For that, I'll return it back to our host. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Natalie Chakiati. All right, let's give her a huge round of applause. We are now going to go into our second speaker because I do want to try and keep this meeting running smoothly and on time. Our second speaker is Jennison, Mr. G. Not Jennison, Mr. G, because we're going to give him the name Mr. G. And Mr. Qayyum, sorry, Madam Qayyum, our K-pop star tonight, is going to introduce Mr. G. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the agenda, our second speaker today will deliver his level 5 project. Level 3 project using presentation software. So for today, Toastmaster Janissens will be a presenter, then use his skill on his magic hand, what we call it, a tech guy today, for his speech on the title of Consistency is Key, right? I will evaluate him accordingly and having fun at the same time, right? And that's where I would like to give the sessions back to Madam Toastmaster or to Janison.
All right, Mr. J. So Mr. J is the title of Mr. J's speech is Consistency is Key. Consistency is key. Mr. J.
Now, in this speech, I might crash or I might disconnect because I'm using a software I just tinkered with very recently. So please bear in mind if I do crash. Now, I want to also be, how should I say it? Practice for my real workshops. I want to be more interactive. I want to be more like a live audience, like a respectable interactive workshop trainer. So thank you for being me with this project. Now, first, can you guys see my screen? If it's too small, please pin me so that you can see me in the big screen, not in the gallery view. So this is my slides. Help introverts win in the workplace without needing to be someone else. And you may notice that there's a lorem ipsum there. This is a reference that this is what I'm trying to be consistent in this year, which is to write. I want to write my book, which is a compilation of my workshops, a compilation of the knowledge that I've acquired over the years, teaching and helping introverts get more in the workplace. Because this is something I used to struggle with too. It feels like if I wanted to speak up, it's not myself. If I wanted to get more, if I wanted to socialize, it feels like I'm lying to my coworkers because it's not who I really am, I feel. So I feel this is a problem that a lot of Indonesians especially face. Not many Singaporeans face it because Singaporeans is a very extroverted environment. So to write a book, how do we start? First, this is how it feels, basically. Like you have a marble in front of you. You are one day given a hammer. Okay, I want to start this. But first, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to create a statue out of a marble. You feel it too, right? Sunny, you feel it too, right? Natalie, when you want to start something big, you don't know where to start. It feels like you just have a hammer and a stone that you have to chisel in. And I see Alicia too. Thank you. Now, where do we start when something like this happens to us? I think the first thing I try to look is the first source of motivation I always get is when I remember my past and I remember a goal that I've achieved in the past. Like I remember when I had another statue in another time in the past where I successfully created something out of it. And that is, yeah, it feels like in the past, there is always me that wants to create something that little me would want to read and would benefit from. This is my main goal in wanting to write this book, because right now there are so few little books focusing on introverts, on how they can perform in the workplace. So first, this is what I meant by looking at my past victories. An occurrence in the past where I successfully created a statue out of that marble. Do you have that similar story? We know Kayum has it, right? Kayum, when you start in Toastmasters, that DTM feels like a stone, just like a stone. Now you successfully chiseled it into a good statue. And yeah, that plaque, right? And this is also something, consistency is key, right? Just like in learning a language, in getting your DTM, in losing weight. Any of you have a goal of losing weight this year? No, Natalie, I see. Alicia gives me a boo. Okay, you have a goal of gaining weight, I see. Right, consistency is key. Deliver it every day, and one day, the results will show. And yes, I'm very happy to say that right now I can attend a Japanese Toastmaster meeting without problem. I can speak and listen without problem. Now, this is what it looks like for writing. As you see, there's so many empty blank spots there. So I'm lacking the consistency in this. I have this statue, but I don't even know where to start. Now, this is a problem, right? But yeah, this is something I have to show for the 4 days that I have shown up in this year. Let me see if I can full screen this. I'll give you time to read. Yeah, this is basically the only page I've written so far. It's still like in a drafty mode, but I'm very confident that it can help a lot of people, and little me would want to read it. And so what now? I think the first thing I realized from my learning Japanese that I lack is the ability to visualize my goal. Like I need to visualize the statue first inside of the marble. So I need to visualize what it would be like for me when the book is done, what it would feel like. What would the book be? Who would read this book? I need to start visualizing that. I have not. And the second thing is, back when I was learning Japanese, I had an accountability partner. And yeah, she was learning English and I was learning Japanese. So we exchanged a lot of calls and we learn from each other. And I don't have an accountability partner for writing. So that's why I am looking for an accountability partner. If you want an accountability partner on anything, you can help me on keeping me accountable. And I see my internet is lagging. And yeah, so this is how it starts. And hopefully this is how it ends. It's still a long road from here. It's still February, but I want to finish this before the end of the year, maybe in June. All right. And finally, good luck with your goals too. Consistency is key. I am not consistent. Hopefully you are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. J. Jennison. Now I'm going to get Apri to give us the timings because I have a feeling this is my little suspicions because I'm watching the red light came on for both of them. Apri, what was the timing for both of our speakers tonight? Because I'm going to have to make a decision here. I have a feeling.
Okay, for the timer, the first speaker, that's Mother Natalie, is our time. She spent 24 minutes 32 seconds. And for the Indonesian, he exactly 7 minutes 30 seconds. I put in the chat box for the timer.
Okay, all right. So we have an automatic winner there. Mr. G is the winner. Thank you, Mr. G. And Natalie, thank you for going over like, a minute and a half, actually 2 minutes and a half. Thank you so much to our speakers. Thankfully, Mr. G was saved by the red bell without the bell attaching. All right, so automatic winner to whoever is doing the ballot counting, Natalie. Sorry, you lose tonight. Mr. G is the winner. I think we are having I'm just having a look and seeing how we're going with timing at the moment. It is 11 o'clock here, so it's 7 o'clock over in lovely Indonesia, or 8 p.m. in Bali. And we now come to table topics, and I'm really excited to see what we're going to be doing for table topics tonight. We do have about 20 minutes to do the table topics session, so I will just say for our lovely table topics master, can someone just confirm that how long have we got for table topics? We're down by 10 minutes, so
I think
I will.
20 minutes, 5 speakers is good.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Natalie. So our table topics master tonight, all the way from Bali, like everyone else. I think she's from magical Bali. Please welcome Enda. So if we can just keep it to 5 table topics tonight, and if we can do it for the roles, for the people who don't have the major roles, so people like Sani, Apri, Tika, Intan, and then you can choose the lucky 5th one. you can choose who you wish. Thank you very much, Enda.
Okay, thank you, Madam Tom, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guest, if we have. Table topic enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics help train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion, as Toastmaster Natalie said before. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not on duty in the meeting agenda. So guests may also participate in if you are wish. Each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and all of the participants are disqualified at 2 minutes 30 seconds. So each speaker must use the word of the day in your speech. And our word of the day today is amicable. And the theme is matters of the heart. Okay, for that, let me share my screen so we can choose our lucky draw. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, and who will be the first? Can anyone?
Let's say
Okay.
Intan. Let's say Intan as the first
Okay,
one.
as Madam Tom said, Intan?
So what should I do? Like,
Yeah, I will click the spin and see what kind of question that you will get.
all right, I'll try. I'll try my best. Oh,
Number 8, I already prepared hand. Okay, number 8, Toastmaster Intan. Can friendship be as powerful as romantic relationship? Why or why not? 1 to 2 minutes.
can friendship relationship as powerful as romantic relationship? Well, in my opinion, it could be way more beyond than romantic relationship. Why? Because friendship contains loyalty, it's trust, contain how to say it way beyond romantic feeling, because you can support each other and then you can comfort each other without being partners. Like you can be with any kind of gender, like you can not male or female kind of. So I think we can make more stronger relationship in a friendship, because we could get more how to say the advantage becoming a friends without getting too deep into someone's life. Say, for example, if we are engaging in a romantic relationship, it means we are in too deep in their life, so it takes a lot of effort. So I think friendship is more powerful than romantic relationship, and it will benefit both sides, and it will not actually create disappointment, because you will ask too much if you are in a romantic relationship. But in a friendship, there will be like space and you still be yourself, and you will not how to say, expect your partner or your friends to be like what you expect to be. Like you will appreciate your friends like as there it is, but in romantic relationship, you want them as what you're thinking of. Right? You want them to be romantic, to be better for you, but in friendship, it will be okay. Yes, that's true, Natalie. Well, I really admire my relationship with my friends, but I keep it close as possible, because I will not open my heart, because in this age, in this era, in my 40, coming to 40, I don't have enough energy to engage to create another relationship in friendship, or moreover in romantic. Yeah, it's enough to have one partner and one and two friends, and I believe that the friendship is as powerful as romantic relationship. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Enda.
Amazing. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. Actually, love is always up and down, right? So if we just in the lower bottom of fighting with our partner, maybe it could be love could be disappear a little bit. But if we build friendship in our relationship, maybe it will make lasting, because yeah, it's okay. He's like that. Okay, just accept it, and we can slow, because we understand that he is not only our partner, but our friend. Thank you, Toastmaster Intan. Can you give me a name, please? Unmute yourself, please.
Maybe we should welcome our guest or another member first. Yeah, of course. I would like to invite Toastmaster Sunny, maybe, if you want to try.
Yeah. Toastmaster Sunny, here your lucky number. Number 2. Okay. The question is, what is one small gesture that can make a big impact in a relationship? What is one small gesture that can make a big impact in a relationship? 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Okay, thank you for the question. I will try my best. When we talk about a relationship and then we talk about the gesture, for me, one of the best gesture that you can show, or the small gesture that can have the big impact to build the relationship, is the smile. We can say that by giving the smile, actually you have tried to start the relationship even with the people that you don't know before. But when you give like the bad expression, or I can say that not a good expression when you meet people, it's kind of like not being friendly. So when you meet people, even though it is the new friend or the new people you met, smile is the best thing that you can give them, the gesture that you can show them. And when we talk about the matters of our heart, actually, I can say when you feel bad and then you see someone give their smile to you, it is also can change your feelings. let's say when you have a bad day and then one of your friend meet you by accident and then they give you their best smile, it can make your day. So I can say that if you want to give the best small gesture to others to build, to maintain the relationship, smile is the best thing that you can give them. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny. Yeah, smile is so cheap but have big impact in relationship. Yeah, but then my critical thinking said, what about if you are in the middle of fight with your partner? Would you like to give smile? And what's happened? I don't know. Let's practice later. Okay. Okay, then please pick one name for me to be the next speaker, please.
How about Tika?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's get your lucky number, Toastmaster Tika. Ah, okay. Number 10. Number 10. Who in your family has influenced your understanding of love the most? Who in your family has influenced your understanding of love the most? 1 to 2 minutes. Toastmaster Tika.
Well, it's hard to choose because every member of my family has their influence in me. But if I have to choose one, it would be my parents. Let's talk about unconditional love. I used to think that there's no unconditional love. It's either you take and you give, take and give. But recently, I realized that my parent has shown me an unconditional love. I realized that a few years ago when I decided to study abroad. I knew for sure that it's hard for my parents to let me go, especially when they are the only people in our house. We used to live we used to live together, the three of us. But because I have to study abroad, but they need to live alone together. When I was at school, when I was studying, my parents never complained about their health. And until I realized when I came back, actually, my parents got sick. And unfortunately, one of my beloved father passed away. And I never knew that he had been sick for quite long until I came back. And then I realized that how could someone be very could force their loving? I remember what my father said the last time he called me. I called you because I miss you a lot. Why can't a father miss a daughter? And I answered, why don't you miss me even more? And I never realized that was the last message that he ever told. So Toastmasters, when you have your father with you or your mother with you, embrace that love because that love is unconditional love. Back to you, double topic master.
Yeah, that's a really touching speech. Love from our parents is always unconditional, even though sometimes, no, I mean some kind of situation, I got something from a friend that opened their heart that they don't have any good relationship with their parent. And I don't know why, but yeah, this time that we have to overcome. And lucky you that you already have the example and someone or some figure has influenced you to understand about love is your parent. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Tika. And please, one more, yeah? Madam G. One more? Still have one more for
Two.
Oh, two.
you. Okay,
We've got Rendra here now, so Rendra would love to answer a question, and I think we've also got Apri as well, who would love to answer a question, but we would love to ask Rendra because he's been on a very long drive and he'll be quiet.
Okay, the next. Master Rendra already here?
Okay, go ahead with the questions.
Yeah. Let's pick your lucky number.
Which number is available to be picked?
Oh, sorry. Number 4. I forget to number 4.
Okay, cool.
Okay, number 4.
Yay!
Wow. What is the lesson about love that you've learned the hard way? What
Ladies
is
and
the
gentlemen,
lesson?
fellow Toastmasters,
Okay.
dear honorable guests, and everyone. This is the month of love. Your question is, what I've learned about love in a hard way. The case is that I am typically a person that easy falling in love. It doesn't need a really difficult chemistry or physical things. But yes, I was a boy that easy fall in love since I was in the kindergarten and then elementary school and then junior high school and senior high school and university. All those era, I had all those falling in love stories, crush stories, and all of those ended with I was broken heart, and I was the one who broken heart first, second, third, until uncountable nouns. Those were not easy ways. Those were not happy ways since I cried a lot of times. However, at the end of the story, I'm now standing. I have 2 kids. I can tell you that love's supposed to be so easy if you find the correct person. Maybe not really correct person because we never knows. However, there will be a person there for you if you never stop falling in love, saying your feeling and go fight for it. Just go fight. Maybe until 1,000 person you will find it, or a 10,000 or a million. But if you never try for the first, you cannot end up with 1,001. So actually, there's no hard. The harder you get, the stronger you are. So things didn't kill you, just make you stronger. The things that even more kill you or try to kill you often make you stronger often. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Master Rendra. I cannot imagine how long I will believe to be 1,001 relationship to find my partner. Okay, I wish I will. No, I don't wish. I hope. And the jombloers here hope find the right person in this year. Yay. Thank you. One more, Toastmaster Rendra. Please, Toastmaster Apri, you wanna participate?
Yeah, I do the timer, Apri. You just answer.
Okay, sir.
Yes, let's pick your lucky number. Number 5. Oh. Okay. Here, your question, Toastmaster Apri. How do you mend a broken heart? How do you mend a broken heart? 1 to 2 minutes, Toastmaster Apri.
I think all of us have some kind of moment in our life that we love someone, but however they become it's not what's called when we love someone and then she go to another person. As we that is really make us heartbroken, and it's sometimes it can make us feel down. It's really broken, and I usually experience this when I was in junior school. So when I was in junior school, I have some a girl that I really like, and then after I noticed that she have a boyfriend, is really make my heart destroy. And how do I fix or to mend my broken heart is to make myself to be more better than before. I learn to be smartest person that I can even imagine to make them to make her feel what's called disappointed because she not judge me. However, that kind of thing is not really good actually, especially if you get older and older. Actually, you need to have a validation with other people about yourself to make yourself feel better. And now after I get adult, my my techniques start to change in order to pain my broken heart. I need to pay myself. Basically, I don't need to make uh, pay other people, to pay other people in order to someone to like me. Because if I be myself and love to be myself, it can attract a suitable partner in our life, and it can make our life be fully and not rely on other people that is not right for me, for us, and it can make our life to be happy than before. So my man be a broken heart is to be myself and be be courageous to be myself at the core. I think that's all for me. Back to our TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Apri. Yeah, thanks. It's like coach relation coach said that just fall in love with yourself. And maybe this afternoon I heard a little bit short video. He said, then how to fall in love to ourselves? How, as like Mr. Jennison is like stuck in our mind. I cannot write. Then I also stuck. If you stuck in your mind that you cannot know how to self yourself. And the relationship coach said, see in the mirror and be naked. That you can feel grateful with the whole beautiful body, mind, and your heart that's God given to you. Said the coach of relationship. Okay, thank you. Thank you for all of the participants and timer. Did all of our participants qualify to be for it?
Okay, for the timer, I think only one is not qualified. We have Toastmaster Intan. She spent 2 minutes 45 seconds. So other than that, everyone is qualified to be vote. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Timer. And now, Mr. Ballot Counter will make the vote and will display it on the chat. And right now is my time to return this stage and control to the Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you very much for that, Ender. We seem to be all having a sex change tonight. Natalie's a male, Qayyum's a female. I just, yep, let's all do it. We've changed. Thank you so much to everyone. And as we continue on our wonderful journey about matters of the heart, yes, we do need to take a photo because our hearts will be sinking if we don't have the pizza in the background, if we don't smile, because, hey, we're here. So can we please take a photo? Natalie Chahiadi, I think, is going to take the photo, right?
I have Rendra here. Rendra is the master.
Ladies and
Oh.
gentlemen, turn on your video, please. My honor to take photos of you, the handsome man and beauty ladies. Wait. Okay. Just ensure you have a beautiful fallen in love pose. 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. Wait, I need to take another photos because this one is so special. I have to post it to the Bhinneka and then to the chats group. Yes, because some of you are not in the WhatsApp group of Bhinneka. Now the last. Is it last? Is it? Okay.
Heart pose.
Well, yeah, post love that you can post. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, cool. Done, finish. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rendra. I'm glad we didn't have to hear about ChatGPT today, sir. Maybe next meeting we'll get the ChatGPT session, right? Yes, next session. All right, we now go into my favorite part. Mr. Qayyum, sorry, Madam Qayyum, who is the K-pop star of all time. Can you do the flick of the hair? I really want the whole, because the K-pop dudes really do the flick of the hair. Could you please do it? Oh yeah, like you gotta put your head on the side and do the flick. Yeah, thank you. Like put it on the side with a bit of attitude. Fantastic. Please hand over to Mr. Qayyum. Sorry, Madam Qayyum.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, I would say in the first very place that today is not really that amicable to all of us, since we are enjoying the meeting until the end of it. With that, my friend, we're going to go into the part where we have ourselves to be checked. The personal prepared speeches, all the table topic speakers, and as well as in the general settings. Let we start our session today to check with everyone. Out of 5-star, how much would you give Bhinneka Toastmaster meeting for tonight's session? Everybody, let's put it in the chat box. Or we have Alicia says it 10, Rendra always says it's 10, Tika say 5, Natalie say 10, Sunny say 10 as well. Okay, cool. That's a very interesting way to get the picture on what's going to happen next. Where my evaluator, Toastmasters Apri, say 6. Oh wow. All right. We're going to have a very powerful evaluation. And with that, I would like to invite our first evaluator, which would be our distinguished Toastmaster, Alicia Curtis. With that, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Handing forward, handing back, handing forward, handing back. You know, that's the way it works. Tonight, Natalie presented on something that she will be delivering. It's a presentation from level 5, prepare to speak professionally. Now, I'm not going to focus on the actual project itself because that is not what I need to do. I'm actually going to present on and provide feedback on the actual content and the way she has delivered it so that she can focus on this for her presentation that she'll be doing for a club in Vietnam called English Vietnamese Online, the Speechcraft course. Now, one of the things I love with Natalie is she really goes into depth and detail with explaining things. And I think for all of us, we got a bit of a nod. I just want to go, did anyone learn something new tonight? Give me a thumbs up if you learned something new tonight from Natalie's presentation. Yes, we did. All right. A lot of audience interaction, a lot of participation. Thumbs up from me because that adds value. That's the value add for this. That's the UXP that we want, the user experience. Plus the slides were very easy to follow. There was pictures, it was colorful. As a person who is not into numbers and words and all the crap that goes with it, I like to see something visual. And I just want to give show of hands or a thumbs up who here prefers the visual rather than the numbers. Because 65% of us, according to Dr. Google, are visual learners. So we learn by adapting to what is on the screen. And if it's got a picture, say, of a pizza, people are more likely to respond to the pizza than the word pizza. It's just how we interact and we use our brains. So I think the slides were clean. The presentation itself was very easy to follow. Participation, the interaction. Now let's go into the gold mine and dig for the gold so that we can actually look at the development points. First one I would suggest is give a negative experience of receiving feedback. This is a real huge thing because we get the, we get the lovely gems and then we get the overcrowded gems and the over the top gems. I do feel that we can focus on the whitewash. I think the learning actually happens when we get the negative or the laundry list, the dirty clothes just coming out and it's just piling upon us. The reason I say that is because most people, especially if you're talking to these people in Vietnam, a lot of the young professionals, they're going to receive a lot of negative feedback in the workplace. It's the culture. I understand the culture there. You want to focus on what is it that has been negative and how they can overcome with the positive, because their kind of culture is, how do I get praise from the negative? The next one was thinking about eye contact. We had this, I think you've got two screens. So you're looking down here, you're looking here, you're looking up there. Really focus on how you're going to interact with the audience. And I noticed that I've got the red light, but I really don't care. So think about how you use your eye contact. I'm trying to teach people how we're looking for this presentation and what we're thinking of, because this is a professional presentation and I've seen the names of the people who are speaking on this list. You've got Cheryl Rausch, who is the queen of Speechcraft and the queen of the accredited speakers program. You've got a world champion of public speaking. You've got Ferzi Katako. You've got Jesse Oakley III. These are the big hitters, the big names. So if you want to compete, you've got to be able to look at the screen and be up there with those people. My suggestion is go onto YouTube, watch how Cheryl Rausch and watch how Ferzi Katako use the camera. That would be my next one. I'm looking at the English, now the grammar. I would love to get a copy of this and go through it because, as we know, I have an OCD or a COD. The CDO, actually, CDO, because as we know, I'm not OCD, I'm CDO. That's the order that we would put it in if we got OCD. Put a picture of a codfish, please, because that would just make me really happy. However, and I don't like to use the word however, but however, I was watching the grammar tonight, and the grammar needs to really focus on the native English speaker. There were words like, does the choice of word make the story come to life? That is, I'm going to be honest here, not good English. Okay, so what we would say was, here we go. Do the chosen words make the speech alive? Or it should have been, does the choice of words make the story come to life? That's what we're trying to look at. The other one was, does the transition between ideas smooth? That makes no sense at all. Is the transition between each idea and concept flow smoothly and naturally? So this is from a native English speaker. I'm happy to go through the PowerPoint slides to choose it. or to focus on it, just to help you to make sure that we touch up the grammar, because again, native English speakers are going to be presenting at this thing. I'm happy to fix it up so that we can make sure that we're at that level with the others. Overall, a really good presentation. I'm sorry that I had to compare you between Cheryl Rausch and also, you know, Jessie Oakley the third and all that. But you are with the big hitters now, and they are really looking at that. The Richard Snyders, the big hitters of Toastmasters, the Planet Toastmasters. So let's up the peg and take it to that next level now with your presentation on the world stage. Back to you, Kayum.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmasters Alicia, for the evaluation. I would echo the evaluation given by our friend here today, where I can see that the smoothness of the speakers are already on the point. What we need to do here is to elevate it to on another level where we all can be on another par or another lineup of speakers. So I would agree with the evaluations. Just to a point that can be pondered for the timing wise, you may want to bring the time for speechcraft and give it to Apri. As a Toastmasters member, we can customize the time for the speakers. For example, it might be not 18 to 22 minutes. Maybe we can go for around 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah, so that you don't have to worry about the time, and you just need to focus on the delivery of your presentations. Okay, Toastmaster Natalie, that's my evaluations to you. For the next one, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Janison. Toastmasters Janison, there is a quite number of things that I would like to say that I like to say that we all can improve, and I would like to say that I would like to challenge you too. So let me go into the things that you are excellent at. Using the software. In today's project, it requires you to go and use a presentation software so that we can understand your speech even better. And today, me as an audience, observe that you're using the software in a prominent way, where the smoothness, where the transition of the software were not that, we call it as bad. I can follow your story. At the same time, I can follow your presentation software. So good job on that. And another thing that you are excel today is that the slides are easy to understand. At the same time, you include the lorem ipsum, right? Something on the bottom of the slide. So as an audience, I would like to say preferring a simpler slide is a way for us to ensure the information can be easily transmitted to the audience. So that's a good job from me to you. Now, let us move into the part that we all can improve, that you as a speaker also can do it better in the upcoming meetings. The first one is to familiarize yourself with the software, right? Because you say, oh, might be having a little bit hanky-panky over here. You don't have to mention to all of us. What you can do here, practice it first of all. I would like to suggest in another club. Second, we can also use it again here with another different type of project. Probably talking about our heart, right? Jenison, I would like to know what's in your heart. So with that, you may want to familiarize yourself with the software presentations a little bit more. The second thing that you could work on today that I would say is the transition, smoothening the transition between your speech and the slide. I noticed one part that where you are speaking ahead, but the slide still on the last previous information. There is only one part during the stone hinges. Yeah, the stone is still there, but you're already moving on to the next point. Probably you may want to change the slide first, then you talk, then you move forward to the next point, because people see first, listen later. Ah. All right. Last but not least, to challenge yourself and everyone here in the room. Today, I can see that you're moving around here and there, using your chair. Next round, I would like to challenge you to stand up and give your delivery speech for 5 to 7 minutes. That's all from me. Thank you very much, Janison, and back to you, Mr. GE or Madam G. All right, thank you very much, Janison, for giving a speech 5 to 7 minutes. It's not that easy, I would say, because I have been there using a presentation mastery pathway. First time using Canva, I need to learn a lot of things. Now that's for prepared speeches. Looking at the agenda, we will have our timer to inform all of the evaluator time for today's session. With that, Mr. Timer, Toastmasters Apri, over to you.
Okay, thank you. And for the evaluator, and only one speaker is eligible to vote, which is you. For the first evaluator is he spent 5 minutes 49 seconds. Okay. I think we only vote for the double topic, correct? Okay.
Yep, thank you very much, Apri. It's not a bias, ladies and gentlemen. You are here to observe, you are here to witness. So those who are in time are in time accordingly to our Mr. Timer. Okay. And with that, let us vote for our best table topic speakers. Meanwhile, our role taker will give their evaluation or will give their report, I would say. With that, 30 seconds to all of you. Right, I have submitted mine and hopefully you can do from your part as well. Now, I would like to call the technical role players. Over here, I would like to call our counter, Madam First Timer, Toastmaster Sunny Yanti. With that, over to you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy actually because I can be the part of tonight meeting. And then since this is the very first time for me to take the role as the counter, I have to say that it's so fun. But at the same time, I have to say that it's a little bit demanding for me because I really want to enjoy the speech from the first speaker and the second speaker, but it's a little bit difficult for me to share my focus. But I will try my best to give you the report about the fillers that I encounter from each the participant for tonight. So from my observation for the speaker one, Natalie, you have 6 adjuncts so far. You have 2 lexical fillers like and also so, and then you have 6 fillers like and repeated words as well. I have to say actually it is so difficult for me to find the fillers at the very first or the beginning of your speech because I do enjoy your speech actually. And for the second speaker, Mr. Jennison, you have 21 total for the fillers. You have 4 for the lexical fillers, and then you have such as and also like, and for the non-lexical fillers you have like 17, like you have 4, you have 6, you have 7, so totally is 21. And for the evaluator, for Alicia, you have 3 fillers, you have 2 and 1 and for the Quayam, the second evaluator, you have no fillers so far. And for the table topic 1, Intan, you have 2. And for table 2, okay, wait. Oh, sorry. For the table topic 2 is it's me. I have to say actually I have so many, but difficult for me to count how many. And for the table 3, Tika, you have 4, and it's and also a. And for table topic 4, Rendra, you have 2, and for table topic 5, Apri, you have 3. And for Intan, as the gram, you have 2. That's all from my observation. And then as we have known that paying attention about the filler will help us actually to be more confident and also clear in our speech. So I really hope that for the next meeting we can all learn to reduce the use of filler or adjunct in our speech. Thank you.
A fantastic way on delivering your first time counter. Ladies and gentlemen, you may unmute yourself. Say congratulations to our counter here today.
Congratulations, Sunny Santi Pangabean. Congratulations, lady.
Yep.
Great.
For a
Well
first
done.
timer, singing is a must. So maybe next time, Rendra, you need always to come to my home club as well and sing to them. So we all will be appreciated. Congratulations, Sunny, for your first time ever counter reports. I would say it was done smoothly and we all listening to you very attentively. Like Janison say, I would like to exterminate my and ums, the filler word. You could do that. Everyone can practice it again and again and again. And do not worry, in Toastmasters, it applies to practice, not to judge. A contest was. A contest was. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, our grammarian already say like Kayu, give me the time to speak lah. All right. Give me the time. So Toastmasters Intan. Toastmasters Intan, the stage is yours.
Thank you. I'm not gonna whitewashing today, but I admire all of you guys because you guys are great speakers, and I would highlight the quotes, the words that you already said in the meeting. The first one from our DTM Natalie. Something is like evaluation is a gift from the evaluator to the speaker. So do not be offended when the evaluator give the evaluation for you because you got a gift. You have to open it and then you have to enjoy it. And the next one is each speech is like a building block for your speaking skill. I think we all agree that all of us here are in a learning journey. We're never ending journey in our lifetime. And Sunny also has a very great words. Smile has a big impact in relationship. And yes, indeed, we have to smile whether our heart is broken or happy in whatever the situation, because it will uplift our quality of life. Smile. Even if it's broke, no money, smile. It will make our situation better. Yeah, at least what we can do is to smile. And another thing is love either to take or give. Yeah, it should be balanced. You cannot expect to take. Yeah, you need to give also. So it reminds us that we have to give more for others. Like if we do not have anything to share with others, we can share our smile. Yeah, it will make others the day getting better. Or if we have any, like the evaluators, you can share your evaluation, you can share your feedback. Or if you have a lot of money, yeah, I will share you my bank account so you can scan it. Thank you so much. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. And embrace that love, yeah, Rendra, because only love that matters to you. Because in life, yeah, love is everything that we need. Love to ourselves, to our family, to the environment, everything. And we have to fight for your love. And this is the message that we have to highlight here. We have to fight. You want to find your love, your passion. Yeah, you have to fight. And first thing first, you have to fall in love with yourself. So that is Apri being said. Yeah, fall in love first with yourself and others will follow. And I noticed several members use the word of the day, amicable, Toastmaster Alicia, Enda, Wayum, and also Ben. And I will challenge all of the another member to use the word of the day in the next meeting. I don't see a lot of improper grammatical use, maybe just some misspell, just like hear your question. So you can, instead of saying, maybe you left something, here is your question. Well, I think that is all from me as grammarian, and I will do better in the next session. Thank you. Back to you, DTM Kwayo.
A fantastic evaluation as well, delivered by Toastmaster Intan as our grammarian for today. And with that, evaluations come to the time. It is my impromptu general evaluation as per request by the club, right? Not by one person, by the club. Okay. Unfortunately, the general evaluator are here only halfway, but never mind. Things happen, shows must go on. As the general evaluator, I would like to say congratulations to Bhinneka Toastmasters Club. It is a very enjoyable meeting. Talking about heart, I speak about my hair, and everyone speak things that on their mind, and that's what makes people like me who want to go for a networking path in Toastmasters stays in Toastmasters. I want to know you more. And for everyone information, the hair that I would like to say I'm not going to insecure anymore is like Rendra hair. That's my pandemic hair back then. I would like to bring that hair back. So Alicia, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that I wanted to be a Korean in the first place, but I just want to be a Malaysian.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah. So that's why I am insecure about my hair, because it's not even that long. So that's why I don't want to share it with people out there. Like it's long, but it's weird long, because in Malaysia you can see like Rendra hair, or people already associate this one is a rockers. Pop singers, those who always go to the concert with the head banging things, So in Malaysia, we have a short, smart cut. That's it. And you're good to go. Moving on to the prepared speech sessions. Today we have 2 speakers, and with a different timeline and time frame for each one of them. 5 to 7 for the first one, and then second one will be 18 to 22 minutes. Now, in my perspective as an audience, 18 to 22 minutes is a long speech. Even me, myself, I take the pathway strategic relationship. That would be my last speech at that time, because it's longer. I don't know what to talk. I don't have anything or much idea to deliver and share with everyone. So what we can do here as a club, make the session, if you have a presenter with 18 to 22 minutes, have this today's session like an open house session. So not only that we can having a Toastmasters member, but we also can have guests from all around the world in Indonesia, specifically to join us and listen. What is it all about? Effective evaluation. Make it as an open day and a keynote speeches. So that's why I recommend to Natalie just now, the time perhaps can be customized following the speakers. So probably I can say, like, if it's 30 minutes, oh, this is not a Toastmasters project. It's a customized project to all of us. We can cater about it. And then moving into the table topic session, all the speakers are given the equal time, which is 1 to 2 minutes to speak. And once everyone see Rendra in the house, I just would I just about to welcome him, but Alicia see him first. So she bring a Rendra under the bus. Not throwing, but bring. So Rendra with open heart would say, okay, I take it. And that's where in table topic sessions, everything is impromptu. Now, I really like the way Madam Table Topic Master done it by saying the topic first and mention it in the chat box down below later after that. Why it's that important? As a table topic speaker, we are encouraged to be a good listener in the first place. We need to be a good listener so that we can understand the topic, and then we can have a 10 minutes of thinking moment and spit what you have on your mind after that. The session was done smoothly so that everyone, and done accordingly to the time, so everyone can have the same chance, and we can see a little bit more opinion and different story from each single one of you guys. And to Toastmasters Tika, that is a very touching story. I myself moved by your story today. And then let's go to the evaluation session. Evaluation sessions, we have two evaluators, me, myself, and Toastmasters Alicia Curtis. Those for all the evaluator given on-point evaluations and totally understandable evaluation. There is no hanky-panky, there is no high-end grammar words that use so that our speaker could not understand the evaluation, but instead the other way of things happen around, where we use simpler words that can be understood by not only the speakers, but everyone. To the ballot counter, you have an easy job today, nothing much to evaluate. You only have the table topic sessions to be done. And then overall, for the meeting here today, the R counter, what can we do better in the next round is that for you, perhaps can use a timetable in Excel form, or you can use the script that are given in Toastmasters International website and to record all the numbering, and you can share it with the share screens option in the Zoom so that we all can see how much for a person that have mentioned the filler words. For the grammarian, it also could be a good added value when you use a presentation software so that we can see who says what. Maybe you can go for that game in the next session. Who says what? All the beautiful words has been mentioned, says by whom. So as a member of Toastmasters and the guests that will participate, and that will show you all of us giving a good listening skill. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, on the agenda part that have been sent to all of us here, I can see the one thing that we can improve is the name and the title of everyone. I can see here the name of Alicia Curtis, DCM, in the bracket Australia. I can see that my name Abdul Qayyum in bracket Taihaan TMC. So maybe we could synchronize here, whereby we all can have a name, and beside their names, after their name is their title accordingly. For example, perhaps Intan, Toastmasters Intan is a pathway in the pathway of presentation mastery level 3. So Intan Rawit, PM3. So everyone can be synchronized on that part. Instead of you telling where we are from, you can do that in your presidential greetings in the beginning of the meetings. So that's all from me. With that, ladies and gentlemen, today is a 10 out of 5 Bhinneka Toastmasters Club meeting. I enjoying it. I have less evaluation today, and that's where good job to all of us. And with that, back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Madam GE, Madam Qayyum, our wannabe, never gonna be, should have been, will be one day, K-pop K-star with the hair slicked back. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're going to do the whole hair thing. Let's actually do the hair flick. I've always wanted to do that on Toastmasters for me. 3, 2, 1, hair flick. Hair flick. Come on, Rendra, you usually do the hair flick. Hair flick. Thank you. Oh, I love it. We've all done it. I'm now going to hand over to Natalie, our VPE, and she is going to introduce the award winners because I think we've only got one set because everyone was either overtime or, yeah, it wasn't happening tonight.
Yes, and I would like to ask Rendra to take the photo, please, Ren, for the winner. So it's pretty straightforward tonight. Toastmaster Jenison Wibawa as the best speaker. Congratulations, Jenison. Consistency is the key, and so does being on time.
Yeah. Where's Jenison video photos? Jenison. Okay. Wait, bro. Wait. Okay. Wait.
Jenison, your real
Okay.
face, not the anime one.
Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. Oh, you are moving, bro. Again. 3, 2, 1. Ah,
Not only
nice.
not only
Handsome.
Kayum can be a girl today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Bro code. All right. Next, your bro, the best evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum.
Boy.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Qayyum.
Name of pin and okay, cool. Pin him. Okay, cool. Wait. 3, 2, and 1. Super handsome man. We got it.
Thank
Done.
you. Thank you,
Thank
Rendra.
you.
Last but not least, the only real competition tonight. It's by the difference of one vote. Congratulations. Best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Apri Widodo.
Yeah,
Our
another handsome boy in the town.
Oh, that's not
Wait,
unexpected though.
pin him.
you
Great.
need to expect things, Apri.
3, 2, and 1. I got you, bro. Done.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rendra. Thank you very much, Alicia.
Sure.
I'll take over as the acting president of this club. I just want to convey my deepest gratitude for all the role takers and guests for tonight's meeting. Thank you, Kwayum, distinguished Toastmaster, as the evaluator for Jenison, as well as the last minute GE. Thank you very much. I gotta say, your GE now is really up to par. So it was really comprehensive. And yeah, it's really good to see how you have progressed in the last few years. So congratulations and thanks. Come back again. Congratulations also to Intan and Sunny for their shot at accountant and grammarian role. I know it's not easy for the first time role for each. So I hope that the next time you can challenge yourself for a different role because having different experience will help you to expand your skill set. Thank you, Apri, our ADG1, for consistently helping our meeting. We believe that in Toastmasters, we don't need a boss, we need a servant leader, and you have consistently demonstrate that. Thanks, Jenison, also. I fulfilled my promise to you, one speech slot from end of last year to now. And Rendra, who's dropping in at the last moment. Thanks, Ren. You always bring such energy to the meeting. And thank you, Tika from Pekanbaru Toastmasters Club for coming and joining our table topic. We hope that you can join us in the next meeting in the next 2 weeks. So it will be on 2nd of March. We hope to see you. And last but not least, the most important person, Toastmaster Alicia Curtis, DTM, who's generously becoming the Toastmaster of the meeting and also evaluator. Thank you very much. Your insightful feedback. You're like a AAA evaluator. Amazing, awesome, admirable. Thank you. Thank you. Officially, this meeting is adjourned. We hope to see you in the next 2 weeks. And if you want to take a role, give a speech or anything, please contact me. This meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone. See you in the next 2 weeks. Bye. You can unmute and say bye.
How do I say bye in your language?
See you again.
Dadah.
Dadah.
Bye.
Dadah.
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 Sampai
Ah.
jumpa.
Ciao, ciao.
I'll just say ciao because I don't know how to say
Sampai
that
Ciao.
jumpa.
word. It's like the other one. It's like
Ciao.
dogs and car and all the other stuff. Hang on.
Yes.
I'll go back up to the language that I was learning before.